Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Coach Cheney coming to you with another video today. Uh, First and foremost, I'd like for you guys to please hit the subscribe button, smash the notification button. It helps me get this message out to more people. And I'm really, really excited to present some information to you, some of you varsity football players and parents today about recruiting. It's a widely asked question. A whole bunch of people are out spending a bunch of money on it, sending kids to camps, paying money for personal trainers, and I just kind of wanted to give you my experience. And I'm not saying my experience is the only experience, but I kind of wanted to give you an idea of what I go through with my players and my own children when it comes to the recruiting process. But first of all, man, I'd like to thank the 255 people who have subscribed to my channel. It's awesome. Thank you very much. And I'm looking forward to getting the 500 subscribers here really quick because I know this information means a lot, especially with the football starting back up and the country starting to open back up. Hopefully, we'll have football games, hopefully, starting back this fall. But anyway, recruiting, offers, stars, rankings, um, college coaches, college programs, Power Five, FCS, Group of Five, Division II, Division III, NAIA, JUCO. There are many opportunities out there to play college football. And the number one thing we have to understand is if we love the game, it's okay to have goals to be a Power Five guy. But if we love the game, we would probably play anywhere. And a part of playing anywhere in that college experience is definitely getting a degree. Take advantage of that, getting that education, whether it's fully paid for or whether it's partially paid for. That should be your number one goal going in. Okay. Some people have goals of playing the NFL. Some people have goals to be a college All-American. All perfect, nothing wrong with that. But it all starts with playing college football because you cannot play pro football until you go through a few years of college football. And I would like to talk to you guys a little bit about how the selection process or how offers work. Number one, a lot of players and parents' goals are for their son to play for a big time Power Five college football program. The number one thing that you have to understand is you have to be blessed by God with the right height in order to qualify, number one, and to get the attention of Power Five college coaches. Okay, so if you look at the game on Saturdays, if every lineman from center, guard, and tackle is 6'4" and above, and you're 6'1", that's probably going to eliminate you from playing Power Five FBS football. It's not saying that anything is wrong with you. It's not saying that you're just as good as those other players. But in today's college football arena, the best team out there right now, and if you think about it, the best teams right now are Clemson, Alabama, LSU, Ohio State. Every team is going to try to mirror the height, weight, size matrix of those top four programs. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Please understand this. Now, that's not to say that some colleges won't take a chance. Those colleges won't take a chance on a 6'1", 6'2" lineman. But you better prove on film, which leads me into number two. You better prove on film that you can play on that level or prove in camp that you can play on that level. And it's a lot of guys that do. LSU just had a 5'8" running back go first round in the NFL draft. But that kid had to have some dynamic film in high school to even get to LSU because of his size. Okay? So I asked the college coach straight up one time, I said, Coach, how does an undersized kid get that attention? How does an undersized kid get an opportunity to play for you guys? He said, man, he got to be a finisher. He got to be the number one dude in the state. That's what it's all about. Now, number two, you have to put game film together. You have to perform on film. These coaches are not going to offer people solely based on size. Some do. It happens. But that size matrix has to be backed up by incredible film. Incredible film. You're not going to Ohio State University or LSU or Florida State or Florida or Mississippi State or no SEC, Power 5, ACC, Pac 10, Big 10. You're not going to those schools without great film. I don't care how many youth all-star game camps you go to. I don't care how many combines you go to. At the end of the day, these coaches want to see great film. They want to see how you contribute to your team. They want to see if other teams have to adjust to your play because you're that good. Think about it. These universities have hundreds of thousands of kids to choose from. What makes you special? What makes you stand out? First thing we talked about, Mother Nature. Second thing we talked about is how you play the game. If you're not dominating the game, if you're dropping balls, if you're fumbling balls, if you're not on the field, or if you only got one or two series that you can show, you're not going to be a Power 5 candidate. There is a place for you somewhere, but when you think of Power 5, you think of the best of the best. Now, if you're not the best yet, you can work your way into being the best by working, by lifting weights every day, by studying the game, by practicing harder. You pray to God that you get bigger. You pray to God that you get taller. But in the meantime, you can be doing everything in your power to get better. Don't look at the other guy on your team and ask, hey, why does he have 30 offers and I don't have 30 offers? You can't control what he's doing. Your path isn't going to be the same as his path. You got to understand, you are on the path of where you want to go and what your goals line up with. If your goal is to just get offers and to just put things on Twitter and to just show off, probably won't happen for you. Those guys who are getting offers are making their teams better. They're helping their teams win ball games. They're making their teammates better. And a lot of times, man, and I'm not trying to point no fingers at nobody. I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes. But everybody wants that glitz and that glam, and they want that name on Twitter. They want them likes. They want to say, I'm blessed to receive an offer from so-and-so university without being a great teammate first, without being a hard worker first, without being a dog on the field first. You understand? So 1, you got to be blessed with the height and the size. 2, you got to put it down on film. 3, you got to be a great teammate, man. You got to help your team win. You got to help your team be dominant. And number 4, some coaches don't market their kids. I do. Some people say, well, Coach Chaney, you should concentrate more on winning. You should concentrate more on this and you concentrate more on that. But I love nothing more personally than to help a kid get to college. And a lot of kids I coach in my program never had a family member that even went to college. So I feel honored when I can get that kid to college when nobody in his family ever even went to college. So number 4, you got to market yourself. Not being a selfish guy with it, but there's nothing wrong with sharing your huddle on Twitter. There's nothing wrong with sharing a one-clip great highlight on Twitter when you know you put that work in and you know you've done everything for your teammate, when you know you got the right size, height, and weight and ability. There's nothing wrong with tagging some Power 5 coaches in that film. There's nothing wrong if you're not quite that height. There's nothing wrong with tagging some FCS guys in that film. There's nothing wrong with tagging D2 and D3 guys in your film. Nothing wrong with it. Some coaches don't do it. They're not obligated to do it. But it's so easy to do that on your own. Sometimes you can't wait on that stuff. You know, when I was in high school, before the internet came about and all that stuff, I hand wrote letters to colleges and college coaches personally. I hand wrote like 500 letters, dude. Hand wrote them, didn't type them. I wrote them by hand. I put them in an envelope and I sent them off. And I ended up getting a scholarship to Florida State University as an undersized defensive lineman and had a pretty good dang on career. Got a free education out of it. So where there's a will, there's a way. But none of this don't cost no money. None of these tactics or techniques cost a dime. What it costs is some blood, sweat, and tears, some heartbeat, some heart pumping. That's what it costs. That's what we're in this for. So understand the rules of the game. Understand clearly what you're up against when it comes to your goals. Size, film, work, being a better teammate, and marketing yourself. Those are the things that are going to get you an offer. And if your heart ain't right, you're not going to get no offers. If you're in it for the wrong, selfish reasons, you won't get an offer. And if you do, and you go to college, you're not going to last long because it takes more than just wanting to get an offer. It takes more than just wanting to sit at that table and sign. Because once you get to the college, and that's going to be a whole nother video, once you get to that university, you're going to understand what the meaning of hard work and the meaning of loving the game. You're going to understand that meaning because it's going to turn into a 60-hour work week where you got to juggle football, class, and your social life. So don't get it twisted, man. This game of football is not easy. As you go up in levels, it gets more demanding, it gets tougher. So be ready. Understand what you're in this game for. You ain't in it to make announcements on Twitter. You're not in it to release your top 10 on Twitter. You got to have some love for this game. You got to have some respect for this game. So I'm going to end it there, man. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, man, and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button, man, so we can get this word out. But a lot of people in my DMs asking me, Coach, how are you getting kids offers? And it ain't all me. It's just a little piece of me. I just got a few kids that are blessed with size, who are putting it down on film, who work their butts off. It's on them. Everybody gets the same opportunity to be great. I always remember that. And I hope everybody sees this video, all the high school youngsters see this video. I'm psyched about it. And man, this is Coach Chaney. Thank you for watching again, man. Thank you to my 255 subscribers. I'm a small channel, man, but I got a great message, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Talk to you soon.